What's up, everyone? We're live. We are here. We've rebranded to CoreSquares, so you guys are all part of the new CoreSquares. Hopefully my command for it will work. It may take a few moments for Nightbot to kick in. Hey, Drybones. What's up? What's up? Good to see you again. All right. There we go. There's the Nightbot. Hey, happy birthday, Drybones. Happy birthday. Hope you have a good birthday. Are you doing anything fun to celebrate? Let's kick things off with some Puzzle Rush until the first person joins the queue. I just posted a short with a cute puzzle. All right, go here, we'll go there. Sorry to hear that, Drybones, but maybe you'll spend time with them. You don't necessarily have to go anywhere to enjoy some quality time. All right, this here is looking good. It's protected by the bishop. So let's do it. Oh, I'm in check. Had a long day. I think this is good. There are no checks, and there's nothing that black can do to do that. All right, Drybones, you're up. It's your birthday, so I'm going to let you pick the time control. Just let me know what time control you want, and I'll do it. I think this one's good. 10-minute, you got it. That's the least I can do for your birthday. All right. Here we go. I'm playing the birthday boy. Challenge to a 10-minute game. All right, challenge sent. Good luck, Drybones. Everyone wish Drybones a happy birthday. All right, d4, let's go d5. And we have a London system. Against the London system, we attack this bishop as soon as possible with e6 and bishop d6. Hit that bishop right away. Our long-term goal is to get an e5 at some point, but we castle. e5 doesn't quite work here, but we're going to build up towards it. So we'll make a move like c5, queen to c7, and then knight d7. And usually white would castle, I would take the bishop, pawn takes back or whatever, and then I would push. Let's go here. Actually, this way makes a lot more sense. If here pawn takes, and this bishop would be pinned. If he takes, my bishop is gone. So I'd rather go here. And this, I think, is a blunder. This is just dropping a pawn. To be a little bit more direct, I think bishop takes is the way to go. No, knight takes is the way to go. Knight takes for sure. Bishop takes, pawn takes, and knight takes. This knight is pinned, and then a move like this. Actually taking with check. I think either way would be fine. But we have a little bit of time, so we can really think about this. We don't have to move right away. I'm thinking either way, because look, I have 3 pieces attacking this knight, and white only has 2 protectors. But if I'm not careful, I could get pinned. If knight takes, I don't see a world where they're doing anything other than pawn takes, bishop takes. Pawn here would just damage this pawn. I think I'm fine either way. I just don't like having this pin. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. This is pinned. Bishop could move back, and then it's slightly awkward for me. So that's why I think knight takes first is a little bit more precise. So we're going to take this way. Hey, Zainab. Pawn over here doesn't work. It would be nice because bishop takes, then I would lose that, but I had an intermediate check. Let's pick up the pawn. CoreSquares. Yeah, maybe core squad is a nice term to describe you guys. That's interesting. I haven't thought about that yet. I was thinking of like core square club or core club, but core squad, I kind of like that name, Shalom. So very creative. Kudos to you. I may do that. Remember that time when you sacked the rook? Yeah, I remember that time. I could have sacked both rooks in that position. That would have been wild. Okay, here we're up a pawn. There is long-term pressure on my pawn on h7. It's guarded by the knight, but the knight's kind of babysitting right now. If I like move it out of the way, maybe to like reposition it here, it looks nice, but it's dropping this. This check, I would go here, and then there's all sorts of discoveries and checks, and I don't want that. I'm just going to shut down any nonsense on h7 and play g6. Get out of there. Enjoy the extra pawn. Hey, Risky. Hello, hello. Today is Dry Bones' birthday. So if everyone can wish him a happy birthday, I'm sure he would appreciate it. Happy birthday, Dry Bones. What to do next? It's kind of hard for him to come up with a plan. I love my position. I'm up a pawn. Excellent control over the center. We have control over the core squares. That's what we're all about. Maybe I'll go for even more expansion with like b5, a5, and b4. Bishop a6. All of this is good. Okay, the queen moves. I assume white is getting ready to castle queenside. That would be interesting and maybe double up here on this H file. But I think I'm chilling because my knight isn't moving anywhere. So I think I will continue with my plan, but I'm going to do it my way. So we're first going to play b6. And there's a reason for my move order. I want to play a5 and then make room for my bishop to develop here with the protection of my rook to hit the queen. All right. White is striking back. Let's play bishop here right now. Now we're pinning. We're on the queen. Sometimes you have to adapt to what your opponent does. We're going here. All right, now I think we're going to pick up. Actually, hold on. Our knight's under attack. But we can just move our king up. And then there's nothing that white can do. I'm fine here. You're at 1500. Nice job, Zainab. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. What rating am I, Mama Mod? 1964 Rapid on chess.com, USCF 1700. I'm in the top 10% in America. Let's take over here. How about you, Mama Mod? What's your level at? I want to open things up now. Yeah, on one hand, the queen gets a little bit more diagonal control, but this opens up a d file for my rooks. This pawn now is isolated. No friendly pawns to its side, so it's a long-term weakness. 1400 in bullet, solid. Very solid. I could harass the queen over here, and then I think I gain a pawn, but I do need to be a little bit careful. If the pawn drops, then I could take this pawn. Let's go for it. Let's attack the queen here and see where the queen wants to go. 1300 and everything else, that's pretty solid. It's a good start. I think taking here makes a ton of sense. We're on the rook, so they have to do something, and then I can just scoot back. Easy peasy. You don't do blitz or bullet. It's fun, and I think it helps you to do it once in a while, because even when you're playing like classical or rapid time control games, you're still gonna have that time pressure on you. So if you're in the zone of playing bullet or blitz, then you'll get used to all that time pressure, and then you can handle being really low on time, or you'd play good enough so you're not low in the first place. But I think it's generally very good for time management, getting some experience with blitz or bullet. Now, as far as actually improving in chess, for sure play classical more or rapid more than blitz or bullet. But I think that time management value that you get from blitz and bullet is not something that should be overlooked. I want to play queen e5 and look at this juicy diagonal, but he can always move the king. But like, come on, this king is so weak. This king is so weak. We're going to go in for this. We have to try. You're not used to it. You've done it like once. Try it again. Why not? Worst thing that can happen is you lose games, and then they'll pair you against people that are at your level, and then you'll improve from there. How often do I stream? I try to stream every day. I can't guarantee it because, you know, life gets in the way sometimes, but I do my best. I try to stream like an hour around this time every day. Yeah, it is cool. If you guys can all click on like on the stream, that'll help me out so much. Would really appreciate it. What is white doing here? This pawn missing is such a huge problem for white. Like, yeah, he can move his king here, but I mean, I'm just gonna march forward. Maybe like queen c3, something like that. This can't be very good for my opponent. I think I have this game in the bag. Even though I'm just up one pawn, the decision to queenside castle here was awful. And now there's a target on white's back. The kingside is just wide open. Huge target for me. I don't know if castling anywhere would have been safe. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. If I go here now, check. The only move white has is to block with the bishop. But where's my follow-up? I don't know if I have one. Alternatively, I could get another pawn by taking the bishop. Bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. And the king is still wide open. And I'm up yet another pawn. I think that's the direction I want to take. But we have a little bit of time. I just want to see if I have anything after the bishop blocks. I mean, it looks nice, but I just don't see it. So the question is, do I want to take with the bishop or to take with the knight? I think taking with the bishop is kind of a better idea. Let's do that. This kind of forces the issue here. And it also creates a threat. If they don't take the bishop for whatever reason, this, that would be lights out. So far, we're up a full minute on the clock. We're doing fine here. Zainab, you're up next. If you want to drop your chess.com username in the chat and let me know what time control you want to play. Southern Chess, I changed my name because I think it's easier for people to remember. And it also presents myself as more of like a professional. I kind of want to grow my stream and videos even further. All right, the bishop takes back. Do I have to take back right away? Or could I make a move like here? Just a thought, but after this, I'm kind of running into the same boat. I think I will grab it. I figured while I'm like early-ish in my progress as a YouTube star, I could take the time now to rebrand. Because if I do it later on when I have a bunch, then it could be tricky. But at the end of the day, people really don't care what your name is. They care about you and the content. I appreciate you stopping by, Southern Chess. Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day with whatever you need to do. All right. Whoa, what do we have going on here? This is a check, and this looks kind of scary for my opponent. He has to go down. And then I could actually win the queen. If I take here, I pick up the queen. Do I have anything better? When you see a good move, look for a better one, right? I think this is the way to go. This has to be the first move. The king goes down. Yeah, I mean, taking here, the king must come back up, and we win the queen. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer. Let's just do it. I really don't see any other better move. This gets the job done. This picks up a whole queen. Our rook is nicely placed. Our knight is nicely placed. It's almost in a mating net, but not quite. Trybones comments in the chess.com chat. He says, "Don't you dare come after my queen." I really don't think white has much of a choice here. I think I'm coming after him. Yeah, chess player, welcome. Zainab, are you still with us? You've been waiting for our rematch. This will be a good one. My opponent is starting to get a little bit of time pressure. Just a little bit of time pressure. It is Drybones' birthday today. Let's grab this pawn. So I gave him a little bit of extra time. This is a 10-minute game. It's a big one. Only because it's his birthday today. I can't play every game. What's up, Exxon Boom? Good to see you. We won't be able to play 10-minute games all the time. I don't have any checkmates. So let's just take the queen. This is just brutal for my opponent. About to just wreck him. He only has 30 seconds left. Zainab, are you still here? Zainab, it's your turn soon. Oh, this is a mistake. That's just hanging a rook. Zainab, what's your username? What is Zainab's username? Zainab. How is your London system? Well, we'll check on that while Zainab checks their username. How is your London system? It didn't go your way. I was able right here to dominate the center, gain a pawn, and just slowly eat your pawn. You blundered too many pawns, and then your king side was just wide open for an attack. And yeah, your London system needs some work, but what I play against it is very hard to fight back. You have to play very sharp lines of the London. Usually London players don't play sharp. They play robotic moves, like they always put the pieces where they go. I got your username, Zainab, coming your way. Shika 205. We'll play a 3-minute game. Sorry, I can't do a 10-minute game. Here we go. Carol Khan to control the CoreSquares. Who would win in a fight, 100 men or one silverback gorilla? 100 men for sure. 1000% 100. That's not even a close question. The gorilla would just get so overwhelmed. Now, if it was like 5 men versus a gorilla, now we're talking a closer fight. But 100 will just overwhelm that gorilla. You gotta play a little bit faster in this game. It's not the same tempo as the other. Let's go here. Bring out this bishop and castle. Gorilla or grizzly bear? The grizzly bear. The grizzly bear is so much bigger and more powerful than the gorilla. Yeah, 100 people will definitely worn out that gorilla. Grizzly bear also has humongous claws, so like one swipe at the gorilla's down. Didn't 5 men fight and take down a grizzly bear? Maybe, I don't know. I believe it. This blunders a pawn. I take the bishop, pawn takes, and the knight takes, and the king is busted open. So let's go for this. Take, pawn takes, knight takes, and I'm up a pawn, and then we go on a devilish attack. Okay, he makes an in-between move, but that really doesn't change a whole lot. We're just trading down when I'm up material, which is pretty good for me. I would do it. I don't know what list does, Exxon Boom. Oh yeah, that's what it does. It gives you the link. I thought it was something else for some reason. So white is missing a pawn over here, so I have to do something about it, right? Don't know what. How many toddlers could you beat in a fight? These are the kinds of questions you should be asking AI. ChatGPT would give you a very entertaining conversation if you like talking about this stuff. Let's go here, back it up, and then maybe play knight f4. What if these toddlers were trained with Kung Fu? I don't know the answer to that question. It depends how good they are at Kung Fu, right? You could be a white belt in Kung Fu just getting started. They could belong to like a McDojo. Alright, let's hit the queen. We have a new sub. Frank's FunTube Educational. Thank you for subbing. Hope you're having a good day. Whoa. Alright, this is a counterattack on my queen, but the difference is when I take their queen, it comes with a check, so they don't have time to take my queen. They have to address the check. Oh, like they are Sensei Wu from Ninjago. I don't know what that is. This isn't very good for my opponent. We have resignation. Okay, good game. Who is next? Dry Bones we just played, so next up. Good game, Zainab. I may need to do next again because it'll probably say Zainab. Yep, I'm gonna do next one more time. Sebastian, no. I don't cheat. We don't play cheaters. A chess player, 1, 2, 3. You're up. If you cheat, you'll never get better. You just let the computer play for you. Where's the fun in that? Your yummy time apple. It says you're playing? No, you're not playing. Would you rather fight a 90-year-old trained in kickboxing or a newborn trained in boxing? I would feel horrible fighting either one. I would destroy them. I wouldn't feel very good about it, though. I guess if I had to pick the 90-year-old, because the 90-year-old already led a long life. We sacrifice our knight here. But they are locked up in my basement and they say, oh my god, you're taking a dark turn. Let's go here. We protect with the bishop. We are playing excellently. Let's go here, threaten to push. Okay, sees it. Let's try this. Ooh. I don't have anything quite yet. I'm going to try overprotecting the pawn over here. Hey, Extreme Gamer. I think now I can get away with pushing. No, because the knight can move here to protect, or even here, so no good. But what if I go here? That move seems logical. Let's do it. All right, I think now I'm going to pick up bishop. Okay, or just the piece. Let's go here. And let's back down a little bit. We should be okay. No checkmates, please. We push. My queen is guarding. This actually... that's a very good move. Very good move. I have to go here. Because if I took it, then the queen would go away from the protection of that. The queen's kind of babysitting this pawn right now. All right, now I think I take with the rook. I think that's the smart way to go. Let's go here, hit the bishop with my rook. Let's do it. Let's go here. We take this way. I guess let's go... How should I do this? Maybe here makes sense. Where's this queen going? This move makes sense. Let's go there. Queen could take this pawn though. But if that happens, tricky. What to do? I guess this makes sense. We'll hit the queen. Uh-oh. We have to block this way. That was not the best. We're not getting mated. We are losing this rook, though. That is annoying. Let's go here. At least we fight back a little bit. Let's not resign. We keep fighting. Here. This is going to be a fight. Oh, they dropped that rook. That is a serious mistake. Now it's all over. I cannot believe that happened. This is I'm sure a chess player is very upset about this. They had the game in the bag, and now they don't. Just like that, things can turn around. Good game, a chess player. 1, 2, 3. You had me there. Hey, dry bones. Maybe tone it down a notch. Yeah, you almost had me there. Exxon boom, here we go. Here we go. I'm a break mateable. Challenge sent. It's okay, that means there's still a chance. Yeah. You let me get away with it. You got too overconfident once you're up that piece. You let me wiggle out of that one. I'm going to close off the queue. I had a long day, so I'm sure y'all can understand. I wonder if anyone's next. Let's find out. I think so. It's Zainab, I think. Didn't I play you already? Yeah, I already played Zainab, so we can't. No rematches. One game per stream. That's my rule. Extreme gamer, it's too late. Queue is closed. Anyone after Zainab? Oh, you're in the queue. Okay, for some reason I thought you didn't. Yeah, you did. We'll go here, bring out our knight into the game, maybe reroute it to that square. You're actually over nervous, not overconfident. Funny. Yeah, the hardest thing to do in chess is win one game. That is for sure. Let's go here. If the queen takes, I think we pick up the pawn over here. So bishop takes is the only logical move. Yeah. Yep. Let's go. I want to go here. Get my queen a little bit closer to the king. Maybe threaten that. Pawn could go here, though, so it's kind of silly. Okay, the queen is hit right now. Queen is hit. What to do? All right, let's go for the exchange. Let's play this out. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah, chess player, I can tell you're getting better. Totally are. All right, hitting the knight. What is he going to do? Let's take with the rook. Whoa, the knight is almost trapped. Not quite, but almost. Oh, I'm in check. Let's just go here. All right, let's back up the rook to this square so there are no checks over here. They made double like that. Yeah, tricky. Let's try this. May have some tricks up my sleeve. What to do? Maybe this move makes sense. I need to play a little bit faster. But I'm thinking the knight can move and I can put my knight over here. Let's go here. Threatening that, leaving that loose. I don't see a way out of it for black. I think I'm good. Okay, now we go here. Where's this knight moving now? Now the knight's trapped. Pawn here, maybe. But we get a pawn out of it. Here, we take. And we have an excellent endgame for us. Let's dogpile on this pawn. Now he's going to have to be a babysitter with both rooks. King maybe. Okay, lets me take that pawn. That can't be a good decision. That cannot be good for black. Let's go here and force him off to that back rank, cutting off the king's mobility. And we're going to march our king in. That's the plan. I'm the man with the plan. Check. Let me move out of the way of the check. I do not want the rook coming here and then destroying me. Let's go back down over here. Yeah, I'm kind of flubbing this up. Check. Let's go here. This may have been a big, huge mistake. Here, here, and then there's a passed pawn. I'm not surviving this. That was a big mess up. That is not good. I'm just gonna lose here. This is gonna be my first L of the day. Unless if I can get lucky with my pawn or get a stalemate or whatnot. But even here, like, black can take the pawn. I'm just lost. I guess I gotta just try for a stalemate, but this is over. I've already accepted it. I made a huge blunder, and I'm gonna lose. Yeah, it's gonna be over real soon. There we go. Good job. Excellent, excellent conversion. I'm a break mateable. Wonderful, wonderful win. What rated is he? 917. First win against me. Extreme Gamer, you're up. Fire Fury. Yes, yes, you are. And this will be our final game. Excellent, excellent job. Hey there. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm starting to wrap things up. Ooh, that was a funny stalemate. Fire Fury, did you just start a new game? No way. Okay, here we go. We have a challenge. Good luck. We're going to play the knight out. Bring the other knight out and see what Fire Fury will do. Take care, chess player 123. Have a good one. We'll play d4. Pawn takes, knight takes probably. We have all standard stuff. Let's throw in a check. Why not? Take care. I know you said not to call you Zainab, but that's your username, so what else should I call you? Why did you change to CoreSquares? For branding purposes. I feel like CoreSquares is a lot easier for people to remember, and I want to build a brand. Let's take the pawn over here. We're on the rook. Rook here, I guess, but that runs into bishop takes pawn. So I think we're in pretty good shape. Here, I think we can get away with playing a move like that. And we're threatening to move the queen somewhere. Rook comes here thinking he's trapping my queen. Nope, that pawn hangs. It looks scary for my queen, though. I'm not going to lie. Grace. Good to know. All right, this doesn't work because I get to pick up the rook this way with my bishop. What am I using this brand for? That's a good question. Yeah, games with viewers are closed for today. I haven't decided yet what I want to do with it, but I have stuff in the works. I have some ideas. Let's throw in this check, and we're going to play knight d5 next. Hit the queen. And we're targeting the bishop. Maybe we'll pin the bishop here. May as well get a pawn out of it while keeping the pin. Yeah, let's take. This has to be good for us. And then how exactly are they doing anything about that bishop? What checks books do I recommend for openings? That's a good question. There's a bunch of openings. So it really depends on what you want to play. I don't really have anything specific. Good game, Extreme Gamer. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the new CoreSquares. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.